Good afternoon, everyone. It is Ashley Fields with Yard Art or Us, and today we are going to be painting our small snowman with the scarf blink. This guy is available at our shop on yardartorus.com. I believe he's $24. I want to say he's 23 inches tall by around 18 inches wide. We've already sold several of these guys, so let's get our tutorial done on him so that way you guys can start painting your pieces. Hello everyone, as you hop in, say hello. Let me know that you're here. It is a Friday afternoon. It has been raining its tail off over here at my house. I'm curious how the weather is where everyone else is. Now, give me just 1 second. I'm trying to get this shared into all of our places so that all of our peeps can find us. There we go. All right, I think I got it all done. All right, everyone, let me get this pulled up. There we go. Okay. All right, so I have base coated 2 coats of white onto here. I used a roller. I'm saying base coated. I primed 2 coats of white on here with a roller. And then I came on top and just added red, number 20, our light orange. This is, we call it Christmas green, and then light purple. And then obviously the eyes and the buttons are done in black. So I'm gonna hop on in and start getting this guy shaded. So I'm thinking I'm gonna start out with like a number 12. Let me see. Let's save that one for the nose. I might actually get a 14. Sometimes it's hard to decide what brush I want to use. I'm going to say this one's about a 14. I can't even tell you guys what the brand is because I lost everything on my handle. It's all gone. I'm going to go ahead and get started with the snowman and get him shaded first because he's got the most kind of coverage on here. So I'm just gonna dip that corner of my brush into that paint. Kind of go ahead and just get started. So because your snowman is white, I like to use beard blue on my shading. Beard blue is a color that we keep in our color palette. So I'm just kind of, at this point, obviously, I'm just following the lines that are already there. I'm not gonna do the cuff of the hat or the end of the hat, your little white tip on the end or white cotton puff on the end. The reason I'm not doing that on here is because I don't want that to have those same colors as the snowman and then look as if they're a part of the snowman. So to me, in this kind of an instance when I'm doing a snowman, I actually don't shade those. Just kind of a different way of doing it, if you will. So at this point, I'm just kind of coming through and following these etched lines that are already there on that pattern for me. And then from here, hi Ava, how are you? Hi Ruth, great to see you guys today. From this point, I will just kind of take that excess in my brush. If you notice, I don't have a whole lot here on the end, right? So when I do any of these swish marks, I don't actually add more paint in. I kind of just use what's left there in my brush. Might even come over here. Now on my hand, I might just add just a touch, nothing crazy. Now down here, it almost has like a raised look over here at the base. So I kind of really tried to make it look like it's like a raised snowball there at the bottom. And here, I'm just following that one around. Again, this is a number 14, what I refer to as a shader, which is really just a flat tip brush. We call them shaders. So anytime you hear us saying, oh, I'm using a shader, that's just flat tip. I think we've just called them shaders for so long, which is what we're used to. Hi, Ruth. So glad that y'all are here. What are you ladies up to this afternoon? I was going to try to go live earlier, but I'll be honest, I fell asleep. I have been, both my husband and myself, we have not been sleeping good in our mattress for quite some time. And we ordered a new mattress, but it doesn't come in until August. And so it's like every day we wake up with the aches and the pains and you know, tossing and turning all night. Our back is hurting, our head is hurting. And so this morning I was just like, you know, I haven't had a nap in a few days. I think I feel a nap coming on. So I laid down and took me a nap. But it felt really good. All right, I am getting that brush cleaned out and gonna just keep on getting this guy shaded. I'm gonna go ahead and do the hat next. And the reason I'm actually gonna do the hat, I really probably should have done it first, because those of you who have followed us for any length of time, y'all know that shading red is a real butthead to work with sometimes. It's about the only reason, or about the only word I can come up with to describe shading red. It just drives us crazy. And it likes to separate whenever you put any color on top of it. So like when I go to outline with black, it'll start separating on me. And so I want to try to get that as dry as possible so I can Windex it. Sometimes it's not possible, but we'll see if we can get it there tonight, or today, excuse me. It's not even nighttime yet, y'all. I think my brain is stuck on wanting to sleep. Hi, Crystal, how are you, my dear? Ruth says, I feel you with the mattress. Just recently purchased a new one myself. Hi, Patty. Yes, girl, there is just some, you know, especially the older you get, the more you realize how important sleep is. And so when you're not sleeping good, it just affects everything. And both of us literally wake up every morning going, you know, and Zach's like, is your back hurting? I'm like, yeah. Is yours hurting? He's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, this just isn't working out for us. But, you know, hoping our new one I think we're about a month away from delivery. So hopefully we'll just make it through till then. Hey, Debbie, how are you, my dear? All right, y'all, I got some of that shading purple. I'm using, this one's a number 12. It's a Royal Soft Grip brush. This one's got really short bristles too. I do have some number 12s that are the same brand of brush, but they have longer bristles. So on this one, I'm basically just kind of adding in just really perimeter shading. I don't have that sample in front of me because the sample is at the store, but I kind of just left it more on that, you know, simple end. I don't believe I even brought any swoosh marks in here, because I think especially with these darker colors, you got purple and you got Christmas green. If you start pulling in a bunch of swoosh marks, it's just gonna get too dark, too overloaded with color. And I just didn't want to do that. So at this point, I'm just kind of following around. I miss this. Just doing kind of the perimeter, right? Nothing too crazy. Not adding a whole lot. Just a little here and a little there. All right, I'm gonna wash out my brush. The only colors we have left is gonna be that orange and that green. A little orange and a little green. So let me just clean out this brush and we're just gonna keep using it. This one's it's nice and small. It's like not too small, not too big. So I like this one, especially for the smaller pieces. I'm gonna grab a little bit of that shading orange to use on my carrot nose. Your carrot's not very wide, so you don't wanna get a brush that's too wide. And you definitely don't wanna try to add too much paint into it, because it can get overwhelming very quickly. Just as simple as that. Follow that perimeter around and leave it alone. Hi Paula, how are you doing, my dear? Is it raining down there in Pearland, y'all? Because it's been, we had some cats and dogs kind of rain this morning. My workshop has a tin roof, or a metal roof on it. And while I love the sound of rain hitting a metal roof, it can get very loud. But we were gonna run our machine today and get some stuff cut, but I decided not to because our power frequently goes out here at our house. And one time the power went out while we were running the machine and it crashed my CNC. And I had to get my CNC guru, who is out of North Carolina, to fly down here and come fix it. And so every time that happens, it's over $1,000 to get it fixed. And so I just don't even like to mess with my CNC when it's raining. Because our power company, which we only have one in our area, that's it. You have no options. Our power grid out here is not the most stable, and the wind can start blowing and the power goes out. So I'm kind of curious what everybody else is dealing with weather-wise today. I haven't even watched the news, but based on some of the radars I've seen, it looks like there's a lot of rain everywhere. All right, y'all, I am switching to that. This is dark green. And again, just kind of following perimeter, nothing too crazy. Just getting some color brought in here. Bring that down. Same thing right here. I'm gonna let that kind of go behind there. I'm not actually gonna bring any shading right there because I want it to almost look like it's going behind that purple. Really, I kind of should have done the same thing right here and right there, but oh well, did it to match. All right. So as quick as that, y'all, it's already done getting some shading on it. Debbie says, the snow guy is so cute. Thank you, my friend. Ruth says, cats and dogs here. Oh, yes. The rain seems to be everywhere. Deborah says, it's pouring in Santa Fe. Victoria Arnold, where are your brushes from? Victoria, I have all different brushes. Honestly, a lot of them I buy online. Years ago, I could go to Hobby Lobby and get a lot of the brushes that I like, but they stopped carrying a lot of the brands that I like. So on my shaders, they're all different, but I do have a lot, like this one's actually a Cotman, and y'all, again, shaders, or I call shaders, they're flat tip brushes. So I've got brands like Cotman, I've got Royal and Langnickel. I love Royal and Langnickel's products. I love their, almost all their brushes. I've got Sapphire. I think the Sapphire and the Royal Langnickel, these probably came from Hobby Lobby. This one's my daughter's craft brush. It's not even a fine arts brush. This Cotman one, I'm going to say it probably came online or offline. I'm not 100% sure. I don't see. Yeah, but we actually get Cotman brushes. The Cotman is the same brand that we use as mop brushes as well. And then I'm a huge Royal fan. So the brush that I just got done using, actually the first two brushes I used, let me get them out of the water right quick and show them to you. These are all Royal. This one with the white handle, this is Royal Gold. So Royal Gold's a little bit of a higher up brush than these two. These two are your Royal Soft Grips. But I mean, honestly, they work pretty well. These soft grips are gonna be much more affordable. I wanna say these might run you, I can't even remember. These are obviously so old, but I would say maybe $8 to $10 each. These you can get for a couple bucks. But I am somebody who, I don't mind spending money on good brushes. If I find a good brush, it's got soft, pliable bristles that is gonna work well with exterior house paint, I'll spend the money. I've even spent, you know, $30, $40 on a single brush before, just because, you know, I use them a lot. So it's well worth it for me. But Royal, Cotman, what else? What was that other brand that I said? Sapphire. You know, honestly, you can kind of just go around and find what you think that is going to work best. Ava says, are you going to outline in black? Ava, I'm going to outline the scarf, the mouth, like the inside of the face, and the hat in black. And then everywhere you see blue, like the snowman's body, is getting outlined in navy blue. And I'm going to grab my blow dryer right quick, y'all. This one got shaded so quickly that there's no way I can outline right now. It's just too wet. So I'm going to hit it with this blow dryer. And Victoria, we also sell some of these brushes on our website at yardartorus.com. If that might be easier. I know the website that I order from, it is like you've got to have an account with them, like a business account. So I'm not really sure where to tell you to go other than to just kind of look around. Hi Sarah, hi Dolores, how are you guys doing? Hi Sabrina. Y'all, my daughter and I were realizing we're already halfway through summer. It's crazy, it's gone so fast. I'm just trying to really get this dry enough that I can outline and not pull up those colors that are underneath. It doesn't have to be perfectly dry like that. That's really, really wet. Like I said, just dry enough that the colors don't start blending and bleeding together. Now this shading red, I do want to get it really, really dry because I need to Windex. That shading red always separates. The paint always separates on top of it. And that just drives me bonkers. Hi, Kelly. How are you, my dear? Kelly says, I love this snowman. He's so cute. Thank you. Kelly, if I'm not mistaken, we have this as a blank. And I think we might even have it as a template. Not 100%. But those of you that might be interested in templates, we've got hundreds of them, all loaded onto our website at yardartrus.com. So like Toys R Us, but Yard Art R Us. And Mary has been working really, really hard to get a ton of templates loaded there. So we do have quite a big selection, I would say. Okay, need to grab some Windex. Again, the only reason I'm Windexing the shading red is just because my paint separates on top of that shading red. And it just simply drives me bonkers. There we go. All right. Now we're gonna grab our, what's it called? Script liner, which, oh no. I might have to walk over here to my water. I think all my good, my decent script liners are in my water. That one, see, that one looks a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs over here. So I think I'm gonna grab my other ones. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Okay. All right. We're gonna see, I might have to trade this one out. This is one that keeps doing the V on me. It keeps separating and driving me insane. I'm trying to think, do I want to do blue first or do I want to do black first? I think I'll do black first. The reason I'm not outlining that snowman in black is because black can just look too dark, too stark on there. And so if you trade out that black for a navy blue, especially on snowmen, you'll have such a better end result. It's just, it almost makes your colors pop more when you kind of have different outline colors as opposed to just using black the entire time. So anytime I'm outlining with a script liner, I like to water down and thin out my paint a little bit. The older my brush, the more water I need. The newer my brush, the less water I need. So it's kind of one of those things you just got to play with your brush and start by just adding a couple drops of water. Don't go overboard, but start with just a few to find, you know, your desired, I guess, thickness that would work best for you. The reason that we always add a little bit of water is just to have the longer, more fluid brush strokes and to just make that paint easier to mess with on such a tiny brush. Your script liner is not very big. And I can't recall if I said it or not, but this is a Royal Gold number 4 script liner. I always use the number 4. It's not too small and not too big, and so I just find this size to be one that I like using for small and big things. And I don't like script liners that are almost too small. Like I do have a number 2 that I use occasionally, but it's teeny, 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 tiny. So when I do use that one, it's, it takes me a hot minute to do all the detail work because it's just so fine. Let's see, I'm missing some comments. Hi, Sherry. Sherry says cute. Thank you, Sherry. Ava says, you use exterior oil-based paint for outside. How do you get the water to mix into it? I don't use oil-based, Ava. I use latex paint. So the same paint that you would like paint the outside of your house with, that's what we use. In fact, if you'll, let me see. Let me see if I have, I'll show you something. I'm gonna grab a gallon right quick. So here's like, this is, I think I got my camera backwards, but Clark and Kensington semi-gloss, exterior paint. The tint base is always gonna be dependent on your, what's it called? Your color. But this one says acrylic latex enamel. So we don't use oil-based paint. Oil-based paint is very temperamental, and I don't think I have the patience for oil-based. Just not my thing. All right, y'all, at this point, all I'm doing is just getting, I'm outlining everything that's not shaded in beard blue. If it's shaded in beard blue, then that means it's getting an outline of navy. So pretty much everything else on here is what is going to get my, the black outline. So after I get everything outlined in black, then I'll just clean out this brush and just switch over to navy. And bada bing, bada boom. This guy's gonna be pretty fast because he doesn't have a whole lot of details. He's a relatively quick pattern for me. I'm trying to think. I'm sitting here looking at this and thinking about this. I don't think I'm gonna put black there. I'm gonna let that blue kind of come in right there. Just where that top line is. Almost like the snowman's coming over top. Peeking over top of the scarf right there. Oh no! I'm dragging my shirt in here, y'all. I have to touch that up with a little bit of white. All right, only thing I got left is just my mouth. That brush is trying to split on me. I don't know that y'all could even see that. It's almost doing like a double line over here. And then just right here. Y'all see me going over top of that a couple times. I'm just trying to kind of smooth it out because it just doesn't look all that smooth sometimes. All right, I've got that black done. I'm gonna actually just touch up the base of this button because I did have a little bit of beard blue come over top of that. Now, as far as my black goes, I'm done on black. I'm gonna switch this out and grab some navy blue. Hi, Letitia, how are you, my dear? Ava says, I love watching, maybe this fall I will join the club. We'd love to have you, my dear. Sherry says, is your daughter interested in painting too? Sherry, sometimes she is, sometimes she's not. She's 11, so those of you that are moms or grandmas, I'm sure y'all know, especially with a girl kind of going into those early teen years, she's very wishy-washy. What she likes today, she won't like tomorrow. And so sometimes she wants to come help mommy and sometimes she's like, nope, don't think so, not interested. But she's actually always liked to paint. I think it's been more just the teenage years or approaching teenage years, if you will, the tween years. And her kind of coming into her own that lately she's just kind of, you know, if she's feeling it, she's feeling it. And if she's not, she's not. So... Thank you, Cheryl. Cheryl says, so cute. Sherry says, she's young yet. Yes. Yes. She's such a sweet kid. She enjoys painting canvas, just free kind of art, a lot better than she does yard art. And I've been actually, a couple of weeks ago, those who know me and are my personal friends on Facebook, she had come and said, Mom, you know, I want some money for some new Converse. And I'm like, all right, well, I guess that means that you want to come and work so that you can earn some money for some new Converse and you can buy them yourself. And so I had her out here base coating with me and teaching her how to base coat because I've never really taught her that. I've taught her how to use a roller, but not how to, you know, use a paint brush to put colors on. And so she was out here and she's like, I don't know what lines to follow. And I'm going, what do you mean you don't know? What the line's right there etched on the piece. And so I found that she just needed a lot of direction. And whenever I had her doing my samples, every single sample is different. So I was like, all right, we're gonna put a pause on this after we got done finishing those. I was like, what I'm gonna have you do is I'm gonna have you come back out here and I'm gonna train you when I'm doing like 10 or 20 of the same thing. That way it's easier, you know, because she was just getting confused with all the lines, like where do I start, where do I stop, that sort of thing. And I could tell her frustration level was kind of increasing as mine was as well. I was like, you know, we're gonna revisit this. All right, y'all. I am just getting that navy blue and doing outline all around. I kind of realized that I came over top of this line. See, I need to bring that back a little bit. I came over top of this line and then I brought the bottom almost all the way around. So I'm gonna have to just fix where I do my outline on here. Simply because where I shaded, it just looks a little funky if I followed those CNC lines. So don't pull an Ashley and just follow the CNC lines and you'll be good. But I kind of made up my own thing down here and gotta kind of make it up as I go. There we go. Good thing that I'm gonna end up putting glitter over top of this thing. And so any little imperfections that you could see right now, you won't be able to see after I glitter this guy. And I think that's why I love glitter so much, is it really can disguise boo-boos very easily. Because I made a boo-boo. All right. Doop-a-doop. There you go. Simple as that. He is done. What do you guys think? Oh, hey, Mom, how are you? Let's see, I missed a few ones. Letitia says, doing fine, thanks. It started to rain here in Texas. Yes, girl, it's been raining here at my house in Conroe. Sherry says, my grandkids are crazy about it. The littlest one saw the video of the nativity set and wants it. Oh, that's so precious. So precious. Ava says, beautiful. Thank you, Ava. All right, y'all, I told y'all this one would be pretty quick. The only thing I need to do, I'm actually gonna grab the black and get a swish mark and clean back up that button because I just pulled some navy into that button. And then we're gonna add just some white and simple as that. This guy will be finished. I think that's why I really liked this one because it's really plain. You know, it's not too crazy, doesn't have a ton of details, it's very simple. But all the colors and the things that it has on it, it looks just fine as is. It doesn't look like it needs anything more, you know? Yeah, Mary, remember the white highlights. I know, see, I almost forgot. But y'all, anybody who's watched us long enough, y'all know nothing, and I mean nothing is ever finished until you add white highlights. You have to have white highlights on everything. That's what really brings it together. Plus, I needed this white to clean up that boo-boo where my shirt drug into that wet paint right here. Simple as that. Clean it right on up. Here on these eyes, I just kind of do a dot. And a dot. Woohoo! That looked a little cuckoo. I'm gonna fix that. It's the nice thing about while it's wet, you don't like something, simply pull it right back off. I'm gonna go that way. There we go. That's how I like it. And here I'm just gonna do just a little, very light, wispy, nothing too crazy. Same here and here. And then down here. Down here. And then on these buttons, I just kind of do like an apostrophe. Open C. Now we could say that he's actually done. Good thing some of y'all started to catch me when I'm trying to say he's done and I didn't add my white. Yeah, thank you, Debbie. Debbie said white in the eyes. Yes, you got to have white in the eyes. Gorgeous. Paula says, looks great. Thank you, my dear. Deborah, so cute. Got to have this one. Thanks, Deborah. Kathy says, so cute. Awesome. I'm so glad you guys liked it. All right, y'all. Let's do a quick recap. I did 2 coats of white as my primer. I used a roller and put on the 2 coats of white. From there, I switched and grabbed my mop brushes and I put down, my base coating. I did red on the hat, light orange on the nose, Christmas green, and light purple on the scarf. From there, when I shaded, I used shading red on my hat. I used beard blue on the snowman. On the purple, I used shading purple, and on the green, I used dark green, and the orange, I used shading orange. From there, I outlined everything that was not done in beard blue, I outlined in black, and anything that was done in beard blue, I outlined in navy blue. And then just added some white highlights, because y'all know nothing's finished without white highlights. If y'all learn anything from us, that's gonna be one that you gotta remember. Oh, Cheryl says, amazing the difference with the white highlights. Yes, my dear, it does make a huge difference. Deborah says, you make it look so easy. Well, thank you, my dear. Lots of years of practice. Lots and lots of practice. All right, y'all, we have this blank available at yardartrus.com. If you're local, we do have them in store, and I believe we also have a template of this one underneath our Christmas templates tab. So you guys, I'm done for today. I'm done for this week. I'm going to be having a ton of lives coming up in the next couple of weeks. In fact, I'm doing 5 different nativity pieces. I might try to do all 5 in a week and just do one every day. I don't know. I'm going to have to talk to Mary because I still have a lot of lives to go for this month. So you guys tune in. We'll get it posted maybe Sunday or Monday of all the lives that we'll be working on next week. So I hope that you guys will tune in with us then. Valerie says he's adorable. And Debbie says, after you glitter, add the photo. Yes, ma'am, will do, Miss Debbie. Thank y'all for your time. Y'all enjoy the rest of your weekend. As always, y'all keep on painting and crafting and posting photos and asking questions. We love to interact with you guys. All right, y'all, I'll see everybody later. Enjoy your weekend. Bye, guys.